Hello and welcome to Hilton Head Fishing Adventures. My name is Captain Charlie Beeden, and today I'm going to talk to you guys a little bit about the saltwater quick cast. I'm going to show you a few tips and drills that are going to get you ready to get out and fish on the flats. What is the saltwater quick cast, you might ask? Well, basically what it is a cast that we use in saltwater flat fishing and sight fishing that allows us to get the line out to fish extremely quickly before that fish either sees the boat or cruises out of casting range. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, to get us going here today, we're going to start out by practicing on the lawn. You can do this in your backyard. It's a great place to get going before you get out on the water and practice this quick cast. A few of the things that I have today to get us rocking are, number one, I've got my stripping basket. What I like to do is I like to pretend while I'm doing these casting drills that I'm actually in the front deck of a boat. Make it as realistic as possible. I also have my casting dummies. What I'll do with these guys is I'll set them out at 40, 50, 60 feet or so in different directions to mimic fish that I can cast to. Let's go ahead and take a look at what we would actually do if we were in a flats boat and we were out sight fishing. The first thing that you need to do when you step on the boat every day is you need to go ahead and you need to clear your line. What we'll do is we'll strip out about 70 feet of line. That way your line is out and ready to cast when you do see a fish. And it's very important that you cast this line out before you get started and stack it up in your stripping basket in reverse order so that it's ready to go out. Once I got my line in the stripping basket, I'm ready to go. What we want to do here for this saltwater quick cast is I want to leave about 10 to 15 feet of fly line out of the rod tip plus my leader. What that does is that allows me to have a little bit of weight or a little bit of line out to get me started on the cast when I do see a fish. I also want to hold my fly with the hook pointing outwards so that I don't stick myself when I go to make the cast. And the other thing that you want to keep an eye on and make sure that you've got a plan worked out with your guide or the person pushing the boat is that you're not going to cast directly behind into the person on the platform. You need to make sure that you know where all of your obstructions are. For example, a trolling motor mount or a push-pull holder or something like that. That is where the stripping basket comes in nice. So let's go ahead and get going on what the saltwater quick cast is. Basically what we're doing here is we're trying to make a cast or a presentation to fish very quickly with as few back casts as possible or as few false casts as possible. What I see a lot of times is we get a lot of false casts, casting and casting and casting until we get that 40 feet of line out, and by then the fish has already moved on. The goal here is, if you're making, say, a 40-foot cast, to have no more than 2 false casts, and a 60-foot cast, no more than 3 false casts. Let me demonstrate. I got my line, my 10 to 15 foot of fly line out. I'm here, we're fishing, we see a fish, we toss our fly out, false cast 1, false cast 2, and drop a 40-foot cast, and so forth with a 60-foot cast. Being able to present that fly quickly to the fish is very, very important. The other nice thing about it is if you can get that fly out quickly to the fish, even if it doesn't land accurately or you have a bad cast, you can simply pick up and recast with one drop. Next, let's go ahead and I want to show you guys some drills and games that you might want to try to practice the saltwater quick cast. Alright guys, the next thing that we're going to do is I'm going to show you a few games and drills that you can play to get a little bit more proficient with this saltwater quick cast. Generally what I'll do, and this is a great way to practice this, is to get together with a couple of your buddies on a Saturday afternoon and get out on the lawn, bring your casting dummies out, and work together as a team. What I like to do to really get good at this saltwater quick cast is we'll take the caster and have them stand backwards to the targets so that I can't see what my buddies are doing back there. And then what they'll do is they'll take my little targets and they'll place them out in different directions, maybe a fish coming at me, fish going from side to side, a fish going away, different distances, and so forth. But I'm not going to know what they're doing back there. Once they tell me that the course is set up, then it's my job to turn around, locate the fish, and put out a quick cast to the targets. I can hit fish number 1, fish number 2, fish number 3, and so forth. You can put a point system on it, turn it into a little bit of a game. It just makes for a fun afternoon, and I can tell you one thing, if you get good at doing this on the lawn, you're going to be very, very proficient out on the water. I hope that you all have enjoyed this presentation, and until next time, catch 'em up.